It's never simple. So get this. The Ram 1500 has like a 1,400 pound payload capacity. I need at least 20 bags, probably 25 bags of concrete, 80 pounds each. This truck won't handle it. So if I go unload the Chevy Bison, then I'll have the ability to do that. But I got to unload all that stuff out of there just to reload it to get it all over to this area, which I really don't want to do. So I'm going to have to take two trucks. I'm going to have to take the Chevy Bison Colorado edition and the Ram TRX. The race truck won't hold it. That thing squats down and it'll be rubbing tires on the fender wells. So, oh my gosh. So what a bummer. I wish the Ram TRX had a little bit more of a payload, but I'm going to have to measure this one more time. I'm just figuring this is going to be an 8x8 area, like 8 inches deep, maybe even more than that. I need to get my tape measure out and get a little better calculation here. Well, howdy doody. All right, this ain't gonna work. No way, man. My calculations are so far off. If I want to fill this hole up with concrete, it's gonna be 70 plus bags. 70 plus bags of 80-pound concrete. Woo! No way, man. Am I up for doing that much work? You're better off just calling a truck in and have them dump it for you. But I'm going to go back to my original idea, what I did. I'm just going to make another frame here, and I'm just going to make literally a foundation and leave the center empty, and we can just put other material in there. So this is no way. No way, man. Woo, just the money, but the truck. I'd have to get my dump trailer out in order for me to be able to even get all that amount of concrete. That's just too much work. Woo! So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to frame out the inside and see how it looks. Oh, hell, that's a workout. All right, I got it framed up. So now my vision is we'll just have an outer foundation like a house would, and then we'll just evaluate what makes sense to go in here. I mean, I could end up coming back and doing concrete in here, maybe. But first thing I want to do is get the foundation. But the biggest thing here is my concern is the grade of the property. The water is going to come down into this greenhouse. If I don't have at least a 3 to 4 inch concrete base off the ground, I'm concerned that greenhouse will get wet. The base will get wet, and over time will deteriorate. So, but the 3 inch over here is going to equate to 6 inches over here, because there's a 3 inch drop from that point to here. So it'll be 3 inches there, but it'll be much higher over here. But I have plenty of wood to make that work. So wow, now I got to factor out how much concrete do I have to get, because you've got a basically I'd say an 8 foot, I'll just say 8 foot here and 7 foot wide. So 8 foot by 7 foot, but it's only like 4 inches, you know, I would have to say 4 inches wide. I'm going to have to get my calculator to figure this out, how much concrete I need. Wow. I still think I'm going to need 25 bags. That's hard to believe. Hard to believe. You know, it's hard to calculate this because this isn't perfect as far as the dimensions. But the equation I'm getting, we're talking good 25, maybe 30 bags. I'll be interested to go up and get like 15 to 18 bags and get it going. And then I'll just have to run back up and get more as we run out. Oh, the projects, man. Wow. The project. Now I got all these things. I put the post in so that the things don't shift around. So, no, stop it. Good Lord. Wonder how many people actually use their Ram truck to work out of. Yeah, I'm going to go get like, I guess 18 bags of concrete. Kids doing their homework, so. My help, don't have any help right now. I'm a lone man on the job, which I've done for many years. Well, it's just never easy. I can unload this truck, There's no way. I need 25 to 30 bags of concrete. Oh my God. What did I talk myself into, everybody? So I got another truck because no other truck that I own can hold more than 18 bags of concrete. So, what a joke. It is what it is. Alright, now we're going to buy some rebar. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do about 4 of these rebar into the ground around the area. I think that would be like 16 of those, but there's already 40, 50 bucks. I mean, incredible. Yikes. But you have to say to yourself, what you could do, let's think this through. That is 2 feet long, or no, what is this right here? 2 feet, this is 12 inches. If I got a grinder, what you really got to do, think about this. We could buy, for $4.56 divided by 2, or, like here, if I cut it, oh, this is a better way to go. I'll just take my grinder and cut it.
But you already have those pieces at home.
Yeah, but when I'm using them to hold the structure together. So here we go. We're getting smarter. So we just got 4 pieces for 20 bucks versus spending basically 45 bucks. All right. You can even get cheaper buying a big long one, but it's all right. Jeez. Wow, look at the price difference here. So 8x3, $47 versus this one is $15. Wow. All right, work smarter, not harder. So we're just gonna buy a pallet of concrete. 30 bags, 42 bags come on a pallet. We'll just take 12 off or whatever the number is. And you got to pay a pallet fee, but it's refunded to you when you bring it back. So I'll move my truck up, and I mean, I like this idea all day long. Well, how'd I duty on this one? Let's see, manually load 30 bags of concrete, which is 2,400 pounds, or have the guy with the forklift throw it in the back of your truck. But Home Depot's getting much more worried about the safety and well-being of others, so they're very strict now on how close you can be to them and not. So they're literally putting cones around my truck, the area, flag man. You think you're at the airport, everybody. So let's have a truck. So this truck will hold 2,800 pounds, I believe, of weight in the back of it, versus my Ram truck will hold 1,400 pounds. So double the weight capacity. But he has to be able to get that thing up and push it up where it's not on that tailgate. So that'll be interesting to see how creative he is. Can he pull it off without destroying my truck? Look at that there. Without destroying my bed. That's perfect. That's pretty good right there, buddy. You got it. You're good. I think you're pretty good. What do you think? Well, if you can go a little bit more, I'd be good. Get over the axle, yeah. As long as you ain't tearing up the bed. A little bit more. Yeah, you're good. Perfect, man. Good job. Awesome. I'll be doing a wheelie. Isn't that something? There you are. There's 30 times 8 is what? 2,400 pounds? Oh my gosh. Yeah, except when I'm chasing across the property, chasing a deer, right? Watch out, buddy. Come on, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
Come on, get off.
This doesn't end. Carolina squatters.
We're the Carolina squatters.
All right, man. That's pretty cool. So this truck here, ooh, huge difference. So the Ram trucks can hold 1,400 pounds. This can hold 2,800 pounds in the bed.
But
double
the
the capacity.
This is not a diesel.
No, it isn't that. It's a low capacity. But in fact, the gas truck actually holds an extra 100, 200 pounds more because of the diesel engine adds weight to the
There's
truck.
the GT500
That I used to
carbon fiber
have.
package
That
that
I
you
had.
used to have.
All right. All right, should I have kept that or kept the Hellcat?
Bad. It's way prettier.
Yep.
I missed that. I drove it once.
Yep. It was just too nice.
You only put 72 miles on it.
I know. Burr! Burr! All right, man. Wow. You gotta get this truck unloaded. Golly, good lolly, good dolly. Man almighty, who the hell wants to do anything? I don't want to do anything. I better just go chill out and do nothing, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh, we just had lunch. They have lunch, it just kills you. You get a water hose. You get electric. We got a project. Wow. What are you doing, Goofy? There's the guy. There's our buddy. Some water on. I can't remember. Oh, I turned it off. Yep, turned it off.
Okay, how does this thing work? How does this thing work?
You plug it in. And you turn it
Usually
on.
you force me to do it by hand, so this is actually a very nice privilege.
We'll see though. Let's see how. So you can only put one bag at a time. Get those leaves out of there.
The what?
Leaves are in there.
When?
You have no idea I did all that, huh?
I'm not sticking.
Okay, so now gotta get the truck lined up. I'll get the big truck out of the way, pull our truck, get the extension cord pulled out, gotta get the water on. We got projects. Oh my gosh, it's already 2:30. It's beyond believable. We get a project, it takes forever. It's never simple, anybody. It's never simple. It's 2:30. It'll probably be 4. It'll be 5 o'clock. All right. Just don't think about it. Keep going. This will be the first time I've ever used a mixer by myself of making concrete. I always hand mix it. Okay, we got all the rods in. Now I get some rock because I think it's a good idea to mix some rock in with that concrete, give it a little more of a substance to it. So I'm gonna go to the back area here, and where I dug up all that tree work, I'm gonna take that. Oops, that's so stupid. All right, on my freaking wood right here. Doesn't end on the projects to do it right. So much work. Even that, by an expert, wouldn't be. If for a guy who does this for a living, he wouldn't accept that. Anybody who does this for a living, like, that's not the best foundation. Like, yeah, well, I'm going to pay you $2,000 to put a foundation on my greenhouse. In today's world, I mean, I get it. For a guy to do what I'm doing. I mean, I asked this other day in my video. I think it's funny. I do these really long-ass videos on my landscaping work, and the focal point isn't actually really the landscaping work. It's more about something else. It's so bad. I work my ass off to make these videos and be doing these home projects, and really what's incredible is, at the end of the day, the limited comments I get really even aren't about the project. It's more about the dog problems, the kid problems. It's so incredible. Yeah, unbelievable. So nobody ever answered the other day, how much would somebody charge you to do all that landscaping of the work that I did around my house? Nobody ever responded to that. So people say, oh, I listen to your video all the time, all the way through. Well, you probably have it on. I don't think you're listening to it all the time, but whatever. So how much do you think it cost me to build, somebody come out here and put a foundation for this greenhouse? What would be your guess? How much would they charge me? I guarantee it'd be $1,000, $1,500. I just spent $300 on just on concrete. And I'm including the material I had to use to build it. I mean, then the time, labor. I mean, come on, man. You know it'd be a $1,500, $2,000 bill. Guaranteed. All right, so now I got all this old, the tree branch will fall. The kid will fall flat in her back, and then this day's over because the kid will be in the hospital. So this is all my old foundation to my patio. So I'm going to pick up a bunch of that rock back there, throw it in the bucket, and in that way we can use some of that. Yeah, so there you go, right there. So all the dogs are here, just little pieces. Just little pieces. Little pieces. Don't get too big of pieces. Yeah, that's fine, but trying to mix it up. Little stuff. See where diesel is? Grab that son of diesel. You can see right here, Julia, look. See these little rocks down here? You just want to get little stuff, not real big stuff. Right in front of you. No. Yeah, little stuff. There you go. There's to your left. There's a bunch of them right there to your left. Yeah. You just want to throw in each area, like 4 or 5 rocks. Oh, the kids. I don't know. I mean, to me, there's a ton of rock right in front of her. I don't get it. Oh, it's not easy in my world. There's a ton of little rock right there in front of me. And she's way over there. And whatever. Yeah, whatever. You got a ton right there. Look. Right there. There you go. Right there. Perfect. There you go. Now you're figuring it out. We just want to put a base down to a little green and get some stuff inside that concrete. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Right there, that rock right there. Right there. Jeez, I tell you. Alright, I think we got it. Let's get the parking brake off. Let's get out of here without running somebody over. Alright, let's go. Thank goodness for the tractor. Back to the project, everybody. It's never simple. Heavy Duty Bison did great, man. Just a year ago, I wouldn't have had to unload everything. I would have had another truck I could just take. 6 months ago, 3 months ago, we should have taken another truck and been done with it. But that's all changed, hasn't it? I'm like the average person being down to borderline just one heavy-duty truck, and that's it. All right, let's do this right here. Get ourselves injured. There she is. She's a running. All right, let's see how she did, right? There's poop everywhere, man. I mean, it's just incredible. I go around the property and pick up crap, but didn't do that yesterday because I had too much other things to do. And that's what happens when you start cutting grass or everything else. And now, so we got a dud here. I mean, this thing to me is anchored big time. Sorry. So I was thinking we just put a little rock all around in between here. I think it'll be okay. Let's see how it goes. All right, there we go. I just think it helps the concrete have a little bit more of a substance to it. I mean, they recommend you put like gravel down, other stuff like that, but trying to keep this project where it's not too radical. Like, I saved a ton of money having to go out and buy wood. I mean, that'd have been probably $200 worth of wood. Guarantee you that. All right, now the fun part, we got to transfer the concrete to back to the tailgate. Should probably get up there. Let me get my tools out of the way.
You really shouldn't leave that battery.
We're rookies. We're rookies on this. Total rookies.